Hi guys, I created this gold eye look with a pop of purple on the bottom lash line. I used the Tartelette Juicy Amazonian Clay palette. This palette is like perfect for neutral everyday looks. And the first shade I'm going in with is Fresh Start on a Colourpop E15. And I'm just blending this perfect transition shade into the crease area using the E15, which is like the perfect brush. It's so easy to blend out shades in the crease area. Next, I'm going in with a Luxe 205 blending brush in the shade Charmed. This is like the perfect caramely warm tone brown, another perfect everyday transition shade. And so this brush is like a smaller version of the previous brush, the E15 from Colourpop. And this one's just like smaller and like helps me add some more definition to the crease area. And yeah, I really like these two shades together, so I'm just going to blend that out into the crease area. Really spend your time blending out your shades because that is like the key to making a perfect eye look. I personally over blend, like I blend so much that it's like I have to go back and add some more pigment because I'm just like overly blending, but I'd rather be an over blender than an under blender and just make sure you blend it out really well. Next, I'm going in with an Essence Smoky Eye Brush in the shade Grounded. I'm just going to blend this into the outer V and start that smoky look. This brush is by Essence. It's called the Smoky Eye Brush, and it was $1.99, and it's at Ulta, and it's just perfect. I bought like 3 of them. I bought this one, I bought their blending one, and I think I bought another like smoky one. And it's just really good quality for the price. Essence, like, they have really great products. This is not sponsored, but this brush, like, I always pick it up and use it, and I'm just so happy I bought it because it's so good at being dense and able to like you're also able to blend with it and just really define the outer V. So I highly recommend, if you're looking for some affordable brushes, to try out the Essence brushes. So here I'm just going to take my time blending out, adding more pigment, making sure the darkest part is in that outer V close to the lash line. Also bring it up to the crease, just making sure it's really well blended. So next, I'm going to take my finger in the shade Shine and apply this to the inner half of my top eyelid. And this is just like a really true orange yellow tone gold shade. And so then I'm going to mix this with the shade Dusk. It's like a darker bronzer shade in the palette. I'm just going to tap this on the edge so that way it goes from a gold to a bronze to a matte brown. And I'm just tapping Dusk on with my finger so that way it creates more of a gradient effect. And then we go back in with the Essence Smoky Brush in the shade Euphoria and just help define and darken up the outer V again. And then I'm going back in with the Dusk, just trying to make sure it's the perfect gradient. And next, I'm going to go with a small detailing brush. This is by Colourpop, and I think it's the E20. And I'm going to go with the shade Water Lily, which is like a silver tone highlight shade, but ends up working. And I'm going to highlight my inner corner. Next, I'm going to go in with the pop of color. This is Dream Chaser, and I'm using a Morphe JH43. And I'm going to apply this to my bottom lash line. This is like a purpley magenta shimmer. It's super beautiful. I love it. And I really like how the gold and purple look together. It's very royal looking. And so I'm going to apply this to my bottom lash line. And I'm going to spend a little bit of time building up the pigment. The JH43 brush is the perfect brush to use to get underneath the lashes and the bottom lash line. I'm then going to take a blending brush and just blend out the edges so they're not so harsh. And then I'm going to go back in with Dream Chaser just to make sure that it's nice and pigmented. Next, I'm going to apply this a very affordable, amazing eyeliner. This is Nude by Rimmel London, and I'm applying this to my waterline so my eyes appear larger. And then I'm going to go back in with Dream Chaser just to make sure that purple is extra pigmented. So next I'm going to go in with the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. This is Kitten Karma. And this is a little too silver, but I'm going to go back on top of it with the gold eyeshadow shine, and it's going to give it this really pretty gold silver look, and the silver sparkles will just like shine through the gold shadow, and I just really like the way it turned out. And I'm going to go back in with the shade Euphoria and just make sure that the outer V is really smoked out. Next, I'm going to create a matte black wing using Maybelline Percise eyeliner. It's a nice skinny matte black wing. And next, I'm just going to go back in with Dream Chaser and just make sure it's really nice and pigmented underneath the lash line. Next, I'm just going to apply some mascara and then go with my favorite lashes, Chiffon by Kiss. And then that completes this look. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe, like, and be sure to let me know in the comments what video you'd like to see next.